expectations we have of the students are that they'll come with enthusiasm.
Anyone who's really driven, communicates well.
I would expect people to be personable and to be willing to engage with staff and residents alike.
Somebody who would fit in into the office in terms of personality.
Be part of us as a community and get involved in things that we do.
And we need to just have that little bit of commitment.
A commitment to working hard.
Somebody who feels that they're going to obviously gain from being with us.
Punctuality, tidiness, cleanliness.
Somebody who will show a bit of initiative when they're showing how to do a job will then take that job and run with it.
To be driven, self-motivated, pushing themselves just to that little bit extra.
To show a deal of confidence in the way that they interact with the residents.
Put a little thought into the work.
Will be somebody who would be reliable, a team player.
And I know it's very cliche, but the person that I'm interested in is somebody with a can-do attitude.
And if they come with an attitude of, well, I just want to fill in the 6 weeks, but I don't particularly want to learn, then that's quite discouraging for us because we give a lot of our time.
Because you're not fully qualified to do the job. There's always that kind of fear of, oh, well, they're going to ask me to do something that I can't do. But it's not like that. They build you up to stuff and they talk you through processes. They make sure you're comfortable before you're left alone to your own devices to get on with whatever they've given you. So it's a fear at first, but it fades almost instantly as soon as you're in the working environment.
For the week before I came, and particularly the day before, I was so nervous. I was nervous because being a mature student, is the organisation maybe they might be a bit ageist? So, you know, because I worried that maybe we're expecting an 18-year-old. I worried I was out of my comfort zone because I'm a nurse by profession, never having done anything like this before.
The change from being in lectures and coming onto a placement was quite different because when you're in lectures you're just there for a couple of hours, but when you're in a work placement you're expected to be there for all day, so like a 9 to 5 job rather than being in uni for 10 till 12 and then go back to bed.
Unfortunately, I never got the opportunity to do work experience, but it is something that I do think's really helpful.
One of my ambitions is to set up my own business when I eventually leave uni. Now, I understand that I can't do that at placements, I can't do that at uni because I'm on a full-time course. But by doing these placements, and it doesn't matter what area you want to go in, at the end of the day, these placements will help you pick up the skills necessary to do whatever you want to do with the rest of your life. It'll give you a good insight into what's coming.
It is, well, it's a lazy option for employers to just give them routine, almost mind-numbing work. You could say it's paying your dues and being when you first arrive, but in truth, I don't think you're getting the best out of the individuals, and certainly they're not getting the best out of a placement. So what we try and aim for is a varied package.
With Leeds City Council, it is probably better than a normal business because it's such a broad spectrum of work.
I've got qualifications already through just being here, and this is my 4th week, so I've got more than actually expected from my placement. I basically just took on a role of the staff. They didn't want me to do mundane tasks that the staff do, but I've just done things like room searches. I've assisted people doing room checks and getting people up on time. And then I've also done a project as well, which I've actually interviewed a lot of the offenders here, so I've done quite a lot while I've been here.
We do training with them for the first couple of weeks, and then we set them a project, and then they go off and work on that project, and that's usually on a topic that they've chosen. Well, it's always on a topic that they've chosen.
Coming on this placement, it's helped me to think about what kind of age group I want to work with. Before, I wanted to work with nursery age, but now I think I'm going to stick with from ages 10 to 15, working as a mentor.
We had a gentleman come last year and the year before on placement, and he's actually become my senior fitness consultant because of the way that he's worked and how he's fitted in with the team.
The previous placee who was here before me, she's now got a full-time employed place here. So now I'd like to follow in her footsteps and perhaps get some paid work here whilst I'm also doing my degree. It puts a lot of your theory into practice, what you learn at uni, and then you come here and do that, so it has got a lot of positives.
The main benefits of coming on work placement here basically opened a lot of job opportunities for me. It was something that I'd never done before, working with high-risk offenders, and it did give me that first-hand experience that I think most students will benefit from. I think for first-year students looking
at doing a placement. I think it's very worthwhile. It gives you the hands-on opportunities, first-hand experience, and it also gives you a bit of guidance as to where you would want your career to go. It's definitely worth doing them.
Best thing around work placement is getting one-to-one contact with the children, like seeing how they grow throughout the 6 weeks and getting to know them as individuals rather than just some pupils at school.
It's quite enjoyable doing a placement for 6 weeks. You get the feel of everyday life work and you meet very nice people.
I think for freshers going out on the first work placement, you have got, the student has got 6 weeks, go in there and make the absolute best of it, because these are the experts. Make use of their knowledge, their skills, the information that they've got.
With your first year placement, I do feel that you can go somewhere maybe you didn't think was relevant and then it becomes relevant. And you can follow a lot on into your second year from your first year placement. You really need to make the most of it as well, because you don't get these experiences at a lot of other universities, so it really is worthwhile, and just enjoy yourself.
Wow.